Ready?
Hey guys!
Hey guys! Welcome back to another Power Trip Retrospective review.
Oh, I fucked this up. I fucked this all up. You know what I should have done?
What's that?
I should have done Jaws coming out of the bottom and then ate you.
That would have been stupid. That would have been really stupid. So guess what, guys? We're doing Jaws.
Jaws.
Thanks for ruining it.
I tried to come up with something.
Yeah, it was crappy.
Oh, that's the best I could do.
Kind of like the game.
It's the best I could do on such short notice. Like the game.
Oh, God.
We're doing Jaws. It was Game 5.
Yes, so Jaws was Game 5. The game was released in 1987 by LJN. Okay, hold on. It was published by LJN. It was not developed by LJN.
I bit my tongue.
So all you LJN haters out there, guess what? This was not their fault.
Wasn't there a movie about LJN?
I don't know if there was a movie.
Like a documentary?
There may have
about
been.
the hate on LJN, even though they weren't the
I think
developers.
people have done like YouTube videos about it. So.
I thought there was a documentary about it of some sort. Maybe I'll have to look that up when we're done.
Yeah, I know that the what is it, the LJN Defender?
Yes, I remember
he does.
that.
Yeah, he does some good stuff about that. And I think even the gaming historian did like a really good kind of documentary about LJN and where they had started as a toy company, and then when they tried to get into video games, it was mainly just to try to capitalize on the video game craze. Yeah, so that's why they never had like an R&D, or they never did their own developing. They always outsourced it to other companies. So this game was developed by Westone Bit Entertainment. So it was not.
Who the hell is that?
I have no freaking clue.
Have they done anything besides Jaws?
Westone Bit. I'm not 100% sure, because I've never, honestly, I'd never heard about them before this game, and they were uncredited too, so their name was nowhere on the game as
kind of like Atlas.
Kind of like Atlas when it came to Friday the 13th.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Atlas didn't have a hand in the new Friday the 13th game that came out.
I was surprised. Yeah.
It would have been a lot better. There would have been personas and weird shit.
That's funny. That's funny. But the game was based. It was loosely based on the Jaws franchise, of course, but it had the heaviest influence from Jaws: The Revenge, which is Jaws 4.
Yes, it did. I remember that.
Yep. Because the whole strobing aspect and stuff.
Upon playing it, I was still ignorant. I had never watched any of the Jaws movies.
Yeah.
So I remember I was at my parents' house, and my parents watch our stuff, and they watched Jaws, and my dad was like, "You stupid bastard!" Like,
yeah, my brother was the same way.
He's like, "It's based off this." Yeah. When they do the strobe thing, that's off of 4. It's like, you guys need to watch these movies before you play.
Yeah, my brother was yelling. He's like, I was yelling at my computer because you're making these references to Jaws 1. It's like, no, that didn't happen in Jaws 1. I'm like, damn it, you're right, because I never watched The Revenge.
So it got me into the habit of, before us playing certain games, I watched the movies. I did it with Gremlins 2.
Oh, yeah.
I watched Gremlins and Gremlins 2 with Kevin, and it did make the game a lot more
enjoyable,
a lot more fun to experience. So absolutely, I have recently watched. Well, not recently. I have since watched all the Jaws.
All Jaws movies. Yeah,
I was very close to all of them. I kind of wish he pulled a helicopter out of the air or whatever, like they did. What was that, 2, 3? That was ridiculous.
Yeah,
but I mean, this game.
So, but the game itself, so
not great.
As far as the fun factor, what would you give it?
Oh, we're gonna skip difficulty.
Huh? Oh, that's right. We normally start with difficulty. I'm sorry, difficulty.
This fucking guy.
What do you give the difficulty?
I mean, you go from port to port to get your power-ups. You go underwater, you kill some stuff to get the conch shells, which are money, apparently, in the dystopian future when rabid dinosaur sharks are eating everybody.
Yeah.
The game is very stale. I mean, there's literally the one screen. That's it. The one map. You go port to port to get your power-ups, period.
So that you can strengthen yourself up to then defeat Jaws.
I mean, that's it. Fun-wise...
So difficulty.
Difficulty, sorry. I mean, it was my first time playing it. I almost beat it.
Yeah.
I know I flubbed the strobing.
I wouldn't necessarily call that even your fault, because the strobing is a little bit difficult. The way that it's set up, the way that it was programmed, it makes it very difficult to actually strobe him.
I didn't know what to do.
Exactly.
So if you hadn't been there, I don't think I would have ever beaten this game.
Yeah.
Which I never have, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, because you never
son of a bitch.
Yep.
But I would say maybe like a 2 or 3. I mean, honestly, maybe a low 3. Nothing comes at me.
I was going to say the same thing in the sense that my initial reaction to it was difficulty's a 2. But I don't know if I'm talking about that from my experience of being like just pretty good at this game, or if that is really what the difficulty is. There can be difficult aspects of the game, like when you're trying to farm for the conch shells and you get too close to the bottom, a stray jellyfish can sometimes hit you, and so if you die, you literally lose half of whatever your current inventory of conch shells is. In the game, you only get 3 lives, no continues. You just start right from scratch, but I mean, honestly, 3 lives is more than enough.
I mean, if you get the sub, that thing, it's so easy.
Yeah, but the sub, you can't really rely on it because you
don't even know when it comes up.
You rarely encounter it.
Yeah, I was surprised I did.
And there was one underwater aspect that I hated, is when it's just the jellyfish and they come at you like they're not just going up and like straight up, they're going at you at curve or at diagonals.
Yeah, it was.
So that can be a little bit treacherous too. So that's why I would lean towards the 3, but ultimately you literally, like you said, you go from port to port, picking up the transceiver first and then building up your power. And honestly, in order to beat Jaws, your power only needs to be at, I mean, if you're really good, you can shoot fast 2, but average, I would say 3. It doesn't have to be higher than a 3. So there's really just not much difficulty to this game.
No, there really wasn't.
And your world map, like right on the front, that's it. That's the game. And then you go underwater.
It was also made a lot easier in the fact that you could just hover towards the top and nothing could touch you. Like you did. Or was it only Jaws?
Only Jaws.
The baby Jaws could?
Baby Jaws can still hit you up there. That was just a Jaws thing.
Big Jaws couldn't touch you, so like, come on. It was...
Well, it was
especially when he
revenge.
was... I know, but especially when he was ambushing you as frequently as he does.
Yeah.
Late game.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't be hit. So it was just... It was stupid.
Yeah.
I thought...
So difficulty, you know what, I would lean towards a 2. I would lean towards a 2. So as far as fun...
2. Let's echo that sentiment. 2 feels right. I mean, the game is boring. It's really not great. Yeah. The graphics are lackluster at best. The strobing scene was cool. I did like the strobing scene. The idea of it was really fascinating.
Yeah, it really was.
Hard to execute, except for you, apparently. The first try, you son of a bitch. I'll still never believe it. If I didn't see it recorded, I would have never believed it. But he got it on his first freaking shot. It was amazing.
First shot.
But that was the only cool part. I mean, everything else was just lacking.
I would say the same thing. So the graphics, so subpar. Like there's really no variety of enemies. It's literally stingrays and jellyfish, baby jaws, and jaws. And that's it.
It reminded me of Sub Hunt for the Atari.
I've never played Sub Hunt before.
That's what it reminded me of. I knew it.
The music was done by an individual named Shinichi Sakamoto, and I have to say, I understand that the music... Okay, so in the overworld, you know how the music, it kind of goes from like a low to a high and then a high to a low again? Mm-hmm. He did that specifically because he wanted something that mimicked or emulated like the kind of the movement of waves, because you're out in the world, and it's like I like the idea, I like where his mind's at. The execution was terrible. I'm not going to lie. The way that the sound is, like, it is just... It is, like, I don't know. It's anxiety-inducing. Like, and not, like...
I think that's the point.
And not in a good way, though. It's not like I'm scared that Jaws is here. It's just, like, just the sound of it just drives you nuts.
There's a name for that, actually. It's an actual fear of the same repeating note or whatever getting louder or more frequent and then drop it. I can't remember what that's called. But that's an actual thing.
But that's, and maybe that's what he was going for. But there really is a very small variety of music. There's the overworld, there's the underwater, there is the bonus stage, and then there's the stroke.
That's what took the fun down for me, is the fucking bonus stage, which was stupid.
Well, you were in your airplane, so they did do it. They did the airplane.
But you never got taken out of the airplane.
Oh, that's true.
It was
Jaws
an
never in there.
inconvenience.
Yes, it was.
It was
meant
horrible.
It was meant to get some more conch shells.
It was annoying. I hated, especially when you were on the hunt for Jaws.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the bonus stage pops. You're like, I don't even want to fucking participate.
I don't want to do this. I just want to be Jaws.
I want to kill Jaws. So like that's what lowered fun down to a 2 for me. And I was originally going to go 3, but then the unwanted bonus stage brought it down.
And one thing that I just absolutely hate, because I mean, I don't know what the rhyme or reason is for it happening, but the submarine really takes it down for me, just because of the fact that it's like, I have been playing this game since I was a kid. I absolutely loved the game as a kid, and I still find myself being able to just pick this game up and play it again. I call it a guilty pleasure, but I literally have gotten the submarine, in all of those years, I've gotten it once, maybe twice. It's like, for something that is an aspect of the game that they wanted to include here and there, it's like, they sure make it freaking difficult in order to get that goddamn sub. And that pisses me off.
Yeah.
Like, why even have a mechanic in there if you're never going to get it?
Or, why have an item that you can very rarely...
Exactly.
It was like, there was another game like that we played where there was an... Oh, it was like the sword in Ninja Crusaders.
There was two. Twice.
There was only 2 fucking swords the whole game.
Yeah. It's like, why even have that as a freaking item if you can only, like, there's literally 2 places in the entire game where you can get it.
Because I remember our last descent in that game was nothing but shurikens and the chain.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
There were no bow staves, there were no swords. Nope. Even another weapon? I think there were only the 4.
Right? I don't think so, yeah. That was it. Yep, it was just the 4.
I mean, why would you put in a variety of weapons when you're never going to encounter them?
Yeah. So basically, the repetitiveness of the game, going back and forth, graphics suck, the music is extremely subpar, fun factor, it's not more than a 2. If you have nostalgic views of this game, like I do, see, I can knock this game until the end of time, which I will do.
Of course you will.
But I love the game, though. It's like, there's just something about it. It's a guilty pleasure, but I will not... I will always admit that the game is crappy.
I'll give it to you. It's kind of like me and Strider.
So it's,
Yeah, I know. You hate it, but I love it.
So, fun factor 2. Absolutely.
All right, man. Well, is it worth it? What, if anything, did you pay for this gem of a game?
If I am not mistaken, I did not pay anything for this game, because this is one that I have always had as a kid.
Wow.
Yep.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
What is it currently worth?
$5.25.
Get a refund.
That extra 25 cents goes a long way. I would say no.
Is this game worth it?
Well, if you watch the movies, and if you're a fan of the movies, and then you play the game, would you say that it's worth it just to at least experience it?
If you put it that way, yeah.
I mean, honestly, I would say if you're a fan of the movies, and you like video games, just go ahead, give the game a try.
$5 feels fair.
It's worth it. It's worth it to at least try it. But don't expect a lot out of it. So just go in with no expectations or very low expectations, and you won't be disappointed. Otherwise, if you do, you're in for a rude awakening, because this game is not good.
The rest of your day might not go so well.
Basically.
Yeah, I would agree. $5 is about fair.
Nah.
I guess. Only if you've seen the movies.
Only if you've seen the movies.
If you haven't seen
the movies, if you don't care for Jaws, it's not worth it. It's honestly, it is not worth it. Like $2 or less, probably yes, but $5, $5.25, no, it's not.
Yeah. So. All right, man.
There's
I guess
the verdict is out.
That'll do it for Jaws.
Yeah, Jaws. Oh god.
I kind of look like Bane.
Let's just do that again. Dude, Strode.
Oh, fuck! So hit us up on Facebook, hit us up on Twitter, go to powertripgaming.tv. It'll take you right to the channel to watch our Jaws playthrough. The link is in the description.
Yes, watch it, because I strobed him on my first try and Andy gets pissed.
It was pretty fucking miraculous.
Yeah,
actually.
He got really super mad.
Yeah! Strobing right to Tommy, man.
That's right.
It was pretty cool. So there we
All
go.
right, so that'll do it for
Jaws in the bank.
Yep, that'll do it for our Power Trip retrospective on Jaws.
There you
so
go.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Hope you guys did.
You guys did.
I did. Not reliving it.
No.
But.
No.
But. There you go.
Yep. There it is. Okay. What?
I'm waiting for it.
Waiting for what?
I'm waiting for it. You know what? You asshole. I can feel. Stop. I can feel it bubbling within you.
Next time on Power Trip Retrospective, we review something better.
Oh, I hate him.
Bookatoo, bookatoo. Bookatoo, bookatoo.